is the North End. This is the North End.
Hey guys, JP, California, coming at you guys from a rainy hurricane, tornadoes, winter, summer storm craziness. I'm looking out the windows. It's pouring rain. It's been pouring rain for like 18 hours now. It's this once in a generation crazy summer storm that we're supposed to be having right now. Everyone's going crazy, and all it is a bunch of rain. It definitely kind of threw the mood, but you know what picked it right back up was Aston Villa. Aston Villa thumped Everton 4-0. But before we get into this game review, please like and subscribe. Get after the video. Tell me if you guys like the new format where we're doing good, bad, and ugly for Aston Villa games this season. Or tell me you like the 5 things that we did last season. The viewership is growing. We're loving what we see. Getting the likes. We want to hit 20 likes every video, which isn't that much. So please give it a like. I'm starting low here, and I'm loving the comments. Even after the 5-1, we were having great comments from you guys. So keep it going. Let's get into this Aston Villa good, bad, and ugly against Everton. Tough, struggling Everton side at home at Villa Park on Sunday. Let's look at it. First, the good. Aston Villa's midfield was dynamite. They were amazing. With a midfield 4 of Kamara, Dougie, McGinn, and Bailey, they ran the show. So much so that 3 of them had goals, and Bailey also had an assist with his goal. It was amazing. They had about 89% passing completion as a team. And there was just great play between them. They were always checking and opening for the defense. They were always being outlet passes, whether it was to just play the ball back, or it was John McGinn doing his butt turn, or it was Dougie and Kamara breaking lines and comboing to get past a player or two. It was amazing to see the midfield 4 of them. They look so good. They really do, and all of them in a perfectly good age. It was great. Dougie himself had 1 goal. He had a 97% pass accuracy. He had 100% in his dribbles that he took on. He had 100% of the long balls that he played. He had all these other items like interceptions, key passes, tackles. He was on fire. And for him to put away that PK as calmly as he did really showed a new, mature, aged Dougie that we've kind of been seeing for the last few months under Unai Emery. But we just know he can take it one more step, and he's looking fabulous. Kamara is just doing the business. Bailey and Diaby just were switched on. They look so good combining together several times. Diaby's getting the ball in a very dangerous spot, and Bailey's overlapping him as the option, which resulted in our first goal. It's been just spectacular today watching them play. So it was really awesome. And when they play good, we usually win. It is our 8th win at home in a row. Going into last season, that is a record. At Aston Villa, Unai Emery now holds a new record. 8 consecutive home wins. May we bring it to 9 pretty soon here. And that wraps up my good. The good was that midfield dynamite. Just fire. Sheesh, as they say on the internet. The bad was our players up for sale, right? Philogene Badace, right after the game, came out that he's pretty close to a move to Hull. He had an amazing summer season. He looked like he was finally going to break through. But it looks like it's a permanent move to Hull, so we're going to see how that pans out in the next week. A lot of fans were calling for him over Bailey, but Bailey plays amazing at home. The next guy that's up for sale is Cameron Archer, who hasn't gotten a lick of time yet. 20 million is reported. Sheffield United has been sniffing around. But the problem is he looked pissed on the bench. John Duran went in before him, and Cameron Archer's attitude, I don't know what you want to call it, he did not seem like he wanted to be there. He did not seem like he wanted to play. It's going to be a little bit of a headache having him, especially if we don't sell him. Now that he clearly sees himself as below John Duran, he's kind of throwing a fit about it, and it doesn't look good. So we really need that sale kind of taken care of. And the last player that looks like he's going to get sold or loaned away is Luka Dean, our starting left back in today's game, who honestly probably had one of his top 3 games in a Villa jersey. He was immense. He was always open on the left-hand side. He was always dictating play. He put in great crosses. He was all action today. He was a prime Luka Dean, and while I know he's 29, 30, he looked like a 25-year-old. He was up and down the field. He was hustling and bustling. I don't want to see this version of Dean leave Villa, because it's kind of what we need, especially when we don't have another left back. Alex Moreno is still out for another 3 to 4 weeks. Are we going to get a new left back in before the next game? We don't know. So that's my bad. The bad are the players coming up for sale on either ends of the spectrum. And the ugly. What was the ugly and the good, the bad, and the ugly? Everyone's wondering, what could it possibly be? It's Everton. Everton were ugly. Everton were hideous. That was probably the worst Everton team I've ever seen. I am really worried for what is essentially EPL Eternal, someone who's been here forever. Literally, they haven't been in the championship during the EPL. So for them to be so bad, as soon as Calvin Lewin left injured, which he always is, there's nothing going from. There's no outlet pass. There's no danger. They made too many personal errors. Whether it was from 2 throw-ins we scored, one of them being Ashley Young, who's just not that guy. We dominated them, and they look terrible. I really fear for their EPL safety. I don't know where they're going to get the points from. I don't know where they're going to score goals from. And their defense literally was just leaking goals against Aston Villa. So we're going to see what happens, but they were ugly. So again, the good was the midfield dynamite from Aston Villa. The bad was these players who are about to be sold from Aston Villa. And the ugly is this Everton team who just looked terrible. They looked bad. So guys, I am JP California from a wet, rainy day here in Southern California. My dog's going to join me for a quick little video clip. Get after me. Tell me I'm crap. Tell me I'm awesome. Let's get 20 likes. That's all I want. 20 likes. And give us some comments. Like and follow. Get after it. All that sweet YouTube jazz. Anyways, guys, have a great one.
This is the North End.